Shit, crazy.
That is crazy. So I have two things. One is about like safety, and another is about, have you ever been in, like, I guess we'll start with safety. Have you ever been in some situations like doing that where like it was a front and they were trying to like rob you?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And
yeah. Wait, so you've been in a situation where somebody tried to rob you?
Yeah.
And you was trying to link with what would you thought it was, or what you thought?
I mean, at one point, I was just like, "Yo, I'm just trying to smash 69," and then like just like get pissed on. And then like, afterwards, and then this bitch shows up, and then she's trying to rob me and shit.
Is a bitch trying to rob you?
Yeah.
You said you was trying to get pissed on, bro?
Yeah. Well, eventually, at one point, you know, I started.
He's into some hectic shit.
You know, at one point, I was just like, I got bored, and I was like, you know what? One day, I'm like, you know, I wonder.
This nigga is into
I
some
wonder
hectic
if I
shit.
can shit into somebody's mouth and they would eat it. Like I remember just having that idea, and I'm like, I need to find out.
Would you be down to do that?
He's not playing, bro.
I'm saying
playing.
like I know you say you would want to do that shit in somebody's mouth, but are you willing to receive?
I mean, it's called scat. You know, not necessarily.
You know
what I mean? You don't actually.
He said
some
that's-
people,
yeah.
you don't actually eat the shit, right? You just kind of get
said
them.
that's
It's
it.
like swallowing a fart, but afterwards, when it comes into your mouth, it's like a chipmunk kind of effect. Really, so your mouth just kind of puffers up like a puffer fish and shit.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, about safety,
Dog.
and then about like safety of like, I'm not sure, like, because I know if you're in that realm, it's not really a lot of protection. You really don't. I guess you really don't care. But is protection at all anything that you're concerned about?
It's something that I had to learn. That I remember, like a bitch, like she scammed me, and then I called the cops because I was like, yeah, this hooker scammed me.
You called the cops and said the hooker scammed you, bro?
Yes.
And what did they tell you, bro?
So it wasn't until she was like, oh, I was like, this person that I was trying to like out, like I gave her some money for party favors, and then she couldn't come back exactly like that.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, well, was this person like somebody that you were trying to like get drugs for? I'm like, oh no, not drugs. Yeah. Okay, so you were out here trying to fuck Fifth Amendment, and it was like this Asian cop, and he was just like, dog, motherfuckers have been out here getting murked off that shit, so you better chill.
Yeah.
Like literally, like it's like
yeah,
serial
bro.
killer.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you this, bro. That shit sounds like it would just always be sketchy, bro.
Yeah.
Like it has to always be sketchy, bro.
I felt on the fucking edge. It was like imagine playing old school zombies without speed cola. Without
old school zombies.
Yeah.
Like you talking about like old school Resident Evil?
Nah,
zombies
zombies like
like
Call of Duty.
Oh, like old school
Yeah,
zombies.
Call of Duty.
Oh, you
All
talking
right,
about back
imagine
in the
being
day.
out there without Juggernog.
Yeah, like you're really, it's like it's 50-50. That's
Yeah,
what he's basically
50-50.
saying. It's like if you like, I'm not sure if you played like, but if you didn't have those weapons, you probably wasn't gonna last long. Like
No, I played Call of Duty, bro. That's fucking
Yeah.
hectic, bro. Like,
But my sense of protection, I'm talking about like STDs.
Oh, I mean, at
like-
that point, I mean, some points you're like, hey, you have to worry about STDs. But if you haven't had, I mean, at one point, I mean, one of my best friends is like in his late 70s, and he has he still has grandchildren that's under 10, and I'm like, damn, you out here still slaying ass? I'm like, yeah, this is just natural. So I'm just like, you know what, STDs, I mean, like if you ain't getting gonorrhea or nothing, you got to make sure you take precaution. But there was just one time I was like smashing the shreddy, and I was like, she was like, oh, you don't have to use a condom, and I was just like, you know what, I'm feeling lucky today. So I just did it raw, and I was like, damn, this is liberating.
this nigga is crazy,
yeah, it's
bro.
crazy.
Baltimore training.
This nigga is crazy, bro.
Yeah, that's wild. Because
This nigga is crazy,
yeah, that's crazy,
bro.
That is crazy. I would say I've taken some risks, you know, by not strapping up, but you know,
I mean,
my first thing is like I'm getting like tested, you know, to make sure, like, you know, and it's usually off the.
Hold on, bro. So